welcome to the ring at this time, the DCW Heavyweight Champion, Andy "The Town" Hansen.
Welcome in, DCW fans. Landon Corbett here at commentary alongside Spencer Hunt. Spencer working double duty tonight. Welcoming in our DCW Heavyweight Champion, Andy Hansen, to kick us off here tonight on Synergy.
Champ, it's great to see you. How you doing? Pleasure you being here. Heavyweight champion, reigning and defending Andy V10 Hansen. I need to ask you though, we know that the DCW Heavyweight Championship means a lot to you, but we also know the Alabama Heavyweight Championship means a lot to Andy Hansen. Crusher Cottrell took that championship from you, has continued to be a thorn in your side. What is the mindset of Andy Hansen tonight on Synergy? Woo!
Let me clear the air real quick. I heard some roll tides back there. And then, I gotta ask you guys a question. Are you fired up? I want to thank all of y'all for coming out tonight. I want to thank Spencer. Spencer, I'm a little frustrated, and it's not your fault, because you're the second man that has interviewed me about this. We are wasting everyone's time by asking me how I feel about getting robbed, because Crusher Cottrell stole the Alabama Heavyweight Championship from me. So Spencer, to be clear, I think I deserve a rematch. I think that's what needs to happen. And also, I heard that I'm defending the DCW Heavyweight Championship tonight.
All right.
But I'm not going to defend it against Crusher Cottrell because that man won't give me a rematch. So I'm going to give it to somebody who deserves it, who's worked hard, who's earned it, because that's the right thing to do.
Sounds like Crusher Cottrell may have some thoughts about Andy V10 Hansen not allowing Crusher Cottrell to compete for that DCW Heavyweight Championship.
Landon, the moment I realized Crusher Cottrell was making his way to this ring, I hightailed it out of there.
And I don't blame you.
No interest in being in the same ring as these two men.
I mean, this is a powder keg, and it has been for the past several weeks here on Synergy. Ever since Crusher Cottrell ripped that Alabama Heavyweight Championship away from Andy V10 Hansen, these men have been inseparable. Andy Hansen hasn't been able to sleep. He hasn't been able to enjoy vacation with his family. Crusher Cottrell is all that man can think about.
Cut the music. Andy, do you ever shut your mouth? I'm just minding my business, and all I hear is he stole it from me. He doesn't work hard enough. He's not good enough. He hasn't earned it. Just sounds to me like you're jealous, Andy. You're jealous that you've never beaten me. That's what you're jealous of. You know that you can't beat me. You know that I'm 10 times the man that you could ever be.
You're not 10 times any man. You're a boy. You look like you just got off the beach. Look at your hair. What are you doing? You vacationing? Are you working out? Are you training? That's what I'm doing, Crusher Cottrell. Day in and day out. Getting better. And you're wasting everybody's time.
Andy, as a matter of fact, I did just get back from the beach. I had a grand old time spending my Friday, getting money, and living life. because there's not a single part of me that's concerned about you. I have full confidence in myself. I'm not insecure like you, Andy. I know how good I am. I know that I'm better than you, and every bit of me knows that you can never beat me.
Crusher Cottrell, all you care about is yourself. You know nothing about being a champion, because being a champion means you represent each and every one in this building, not just yourself. And I know you know nothing about discipline, because I don't even think you can spell it.
Andy, you see, this is why you will never make it. This is why you will never be good enough. You're worried about representing all of these inbred people, when what you should... You people shut your mouths when I'm talking.
These blue-collar, hard-working people that are here to support a real champion, the best wrestler in the state of Alabama, and that's me.
The best wrestler in the state of Alabama. Am I blind, or is this the Alabama Heavyweight Championship? Am I not the Alabama Heavyweight Champion? If you were the best wrestler in the state of Alabama, don't you think that would be you? You're not, because I pinned you in the middle of this ring, Andy.
You're lying to yourself. You're lying to everybody here. You're delusional. You know what you did. You know how you stole it. And you know what the worst part is? You keep defending it against people that are 100 pounds less than me. You keep defending it against nobodies. You keep defending it against everybody but me.
Andy, I haven't defended this Alabama Heavyweight Championship against you because you simply have not earned it. You simply have not been good enough. And it's really funny to me that you want to say I'm defending this against people that aren't good enough. They're lighter than you. I kind of had a feeling you would say that. So tonight, I handpicked the biggest, the baddest, the meanest, the toughest, the true best wrestler in the state of Alabama to defend my heavyweight championship tonight. To be honest, he might be the only wrestler that I've ever been scared of. And I'm prepared to do it right now, so why don't we just go ahead and bring him out?
Wow. A man that even Crusher Cottrell fears.
Well, wait a minute. You're telling me Crusher Cottrell fears Judas Hayes?
This is exactly what Andy has been talking about. He has been frustrated the whole time because Cottrell has not been willing to defend against what he's considered, sort of top-level opponents. But look at what we're seeing here, Landon. Andy sees that Judas Hayes is about to get in the ring with Crusher. I think a little bit of a game plan session's happening over there.
Hey, listen, maybe Crusher Cottrell knows something about Judas Hayes that you and I don't know.
And maybe Andy Hansen just gave him the key to beat Crusher Cottrell here in this ring tonight. Could you imagine? Are we really going to see this match right now?
Talk about a career trajectory for Judas Hayes if he could pull this one off. Crusher not even in
Give
gear.
me a referee out here. We're going to do this right here, right now.
Is this really happening?
If he was really worried about this, he wouldn't be dressed in his beach attire. He'd have his gear on. He'd be ready to go. Instead, he's making a joke out of the Alabama Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, it's exactly what Andy V10 Hansen has been saying for weeks. Absolutely no respect for that title, which is supposed to represent the absolute best in Alabama professional wrestling.
Listen, Landon, maybe Judas Hayes is the best in Alabama professional wrestling. We don't know. I guess this is our first official match of Synergy here tonight. Crusher Cottrell versus Judas Hayes, but Crusher Cottrell barely even paying attention to his actual opponent.
Yeah, immediately takes his eyes off of his opponent, mouthing off over to Andy V10 Hansen there on the outside, and look at this power. Immediately, you see it. on full display from Crusher Cottrell, and you see that back elbow right into the throat.
Still has his watch on, Landon. He's not taking this seriously at all. The Anomaly is playing with his food, but Andy Hansen just making him think about it a little bit. Has his back turned. Hayes the roll up. Hayes kick out at 1. Could you imagine, Landon?
Cottrell would have had to look at his watch to see what that record time would have been.
And listen, Andy Hansen, again, talking over some strategy with Judas Hayes. Here's the deal. Cottrell is facing more than just Judas Hayes. He's facing a Judas Hayes with a little bit of Andy Hansen's playbook. And you know how well Andy Hansen knows Crusher Cottrell.
No doubt. And Andy Hansen and Judas Hayes spend time training together here at the Diamond Mine.
Well, because that's exactly what Andy Hansen talks about, right? He wants to be a champion of the people, but he also wants to be a champion of the locker room. He wants to make everyone in DCW better. Crusher Cottrell only cares about himself.
Look at this. Wrenched in with a side headlock. Got Judas right where he wants it, but look at that. Crusher Cottrell turned things around so we could look Andy Hansen right in the face all the way through. And he's still looking at the champion.
It is a singular focus between these two men. Crusher Cottrell, no doubt, has gotten into the head of Andy V10 Hansen. I think that much is clear. But Andy Hansen is playing the games right back, and look at that, focused on Crusher Cottrell, who again turns his back to his opponent. And Hayes, here we go, was trying for maybe an O'Connor roll, nobody home, but does roll him up. Cover, and another kick out. Crusher Cottrell needs to be careful.
Hayes going to try and regroup here for a second. Get some more advice here from our DCW heavyweight champion.
Hey, that's 2 more pin attempts than we expected in this matchup, Landon.
Judas is still alive in this one right now, Spencer.
And still, just look at this. These guys yelling at each other. Is Crusher Cottrell going to learn his lesson and keep focused on Judas Hayes?
Oh, God. Well, he focused in on the midsection right there. I tell you one thing. The last person on the planet I would want to piss off is the Alabama heavyweight champion.
Wait, up and over. Judas Hayes has his shoulders down and a 2 count there. Oh, no. Ooh, Crusher now getting angry at Hayes. Tossing around the biggest man in the locker room, according to Crusher Cottrell.
And now he's just laying in those right hands. I mean,
tearing Judas Hayes apart.
Our official doing his best to try and keep things
you want to try to get in the way of Crusher Cottrell, how angry he is right now?
Good luck.
Judas Hayes was hanging in there, but now it looks like a matter of time if Crusher could take his eyes off of Andy Hansen.
Just about as smug, disrespectful.
Oh, that clothesline and the cover from Crusher Cottrell.
And could we see that NFG lariat?
Here is your winner, and still the Alabama heavyweight champion, Crusher Cottrell.
Absolute dominance from the Alabama heavyweight champion. And look at this, Andy V10 Hansen in there.
And the brawl has started, Landon.
He just can't take it anymore.
Finally, these two men got their hands on each other. We need some help. These two men might fight all over Bayou the Battery.
The locker room spilling out into the ring to try and get some shade of decency.
It might take everybody and then some, Landon.
These two men want to tear into each other.
Finally, a little bit of law and order here at the Bullet on the Bayou. Wait! The DCW heavyweight champion lunging after the Alabama heavyweight champion.
There's just a certain amount of respect that comes with being a heavyweight champion, and Andy V10 Hansen is sick and tired of Crusher Cottrell spitting on that title.
Crusher Cottrell, you coward. You're weak. You think beating him makes you a man? No. I'll show you a man. I'm a man. I'm not afraid. September 4th, me and you, let's make this old school. Demolition wrestling, a bloodbath, a grudge match, no! A title for title match.
Title for title.
What a challenge!
Andy, you just signed your death warrant. You want it. You got it.
We're gonna see it live on pay-per-view.
Let's get fired up!
But we've got more Synergy coming up next.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't want to go back to school.
Oh, honey, you want to know something Grandma told me? Well, when I was nervous, she would make my hands nice and warm, make my hair just right. And if you ever need a kiss, take this one from me.
Should I give you one kiss?
Yeah, just one. On the bus. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Saying yes can be hard with severe asthma, but you can say
yes
to fewer asthma attacks. Tezspire is an add-on maintenance treatment for people aged 12 and older with severe asthma or inadequately controlled chronic rhinosinusitis with nasal polyps. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Tezspire is proven to help prevent asthma attacks and relieve symptoms.
Are you sure?
yes
For those with nasal polyps, it's proven to help shrink polyps and reduce nasal congestion.
Yes, chef.
Serious allergic reactions like anaphylaxis may occur. Call your doctor or get emergency care if you have rash, hives, breathing problems, red, swollen, or itchy eyes, swelling of face, mouth, or tongue, fainting, dizziness, or lightheadedness. Talk to your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, if your asthma worsens, or before stopping other medicines. Avoid live vaccines. Sore throat, flu, and cold symptoms, upper respiratory infections, nosebleeds, injection site reactions, joint or back pain may occur. Say yes. Ask your doctor about Tezspire.
We've refreshed Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh with more flavor and a new look. Introducing the Deli Fresh Guarantee. Taste it, love it, or it's on us.
I don't trust nobody. Now I lay me down to sleep. I don't trust nobody. I pray that you Lord my soul to keep. I don't trust nobody. If you
The following contest is a non-title triple threat tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of the Premier, Jameer Dixon, and Thaddeus Takeover Collins. They are Premier Takeover.
We're back here on Synergy, and we are set for triple threat tag team action. Premier Takeover has not been together as a unit for very long, but you never know it by watching Dixon and Collins operate as a unit in that ring. Absolutely incredible. You talk about a mesh of styles. Jameer Dixon bringing that agility. Thaddeus with that power game. An incredible force here in DCW.
on a plane just to see if the bells will break. Foreign shit, let's step the clip.
And their opponents. First, the team of Travis Mason and Lash LaFleur. They are the Lone Wolves.
Not to be outdone, the Lone Wolves. Travis Mason, Lash LaFleur. These men not exactly known for running with the pack, but even they recognize what the Pillars of Pain have become here in Diamond Championship Wrestling. Both the Lone Wolves and Premier Takeover seemingly have had each other's backs over the past several weeks here on Synergy. But tonight, will they stand side by side with Premier Takeover to make sure Pillars of Pain get what's coming to them? Or will they remain on the same page? At the end of the day, they're looking to make some momentum moving forward here in the tag team division here in Diamond Championship Wrestling.
And finally, the team of The Liability, Leo Valentino, and 1 in a million, Mason Mosley. They are the DCW Tag Team Champions, the Pillars of Pain.
The Pillars of Pain may just prove to be the architects of their own destruction by trying to insert their dominance over the tag team division with these brutal attacks in recent weeks over the Lone Wolves and Premier Takeover. They've given these two opposing teams a common enemy, Spencer.
If you are the Pillars of Pain, what is the strategy in a match like this, Landon? It is a non-title matchup, but you have to think, if you come out on the losing end of this thing, not only do you have someone who very clearly may be a #1 contender, but also someone who's got the sort of mind advantage with the fact that they have a loss against the team. And wait, hold on now. We're a little bit of rock, paper, scissors to decide who starts this thing, I think.
And, well, I think Pillars of Pain just got exactly what they wanted.
They threw it.
And Spencer, I think this perfectly answers your question, right? What is the key to victory for the Pillars of Pain? And it's absolutely divide and conquer. Avoid fighting in this match at all costs. You want these four men to be fighting each other. Maybe exploit that distrust as much as they can between these other teams and stay on that apron.
Yeah, Landon, you're absolutely right, because we've seen Premier Takeover and the Lone Wolves maybe not intentionally working together, but certainly helping to protect each other from the Pillars of Pain. But you make them enemies of each other tonight, and all of a sudden the Pillars of Pain have less to worry about.
We've seen in recent weeks Pillars of Pain are not just simply interested in retaining their championships, not interested in defeating wrestlers in wrestling matches. They want to leave damage in their wake.
Samir Dixon all around the world there, sending Lash LaFleur into the turnbuckle, but he runs into an elbow now, and in comes Travis Mason.
And it's teams like these two teams we're seeing square off right now who want to show you what they've got, just like Samir Dixon's doing right now.
That drop kick taking down both members of the Lone Wolves. It's one of the things that we talk about with the Pillars of Pain is their experience, right? They like to tell everyone they are the longest team, or a team that is teamed together the longest in the DCW locker room. But Samir Dixon and Thaddeus Takeover Collins very quickly showing that they are learning each other. It's only been a few weeks, and they're already inching their way towards those tag team championships. And the same could be said for the Lone Wolves.
No doubt.
Who are back together after a long break.
No doubt. I mean, think about the momentum that a victory here tonight on Synergy would carry towards an opportunity at those tag team championships. And look at this, the power of Thaddeus Takeover Collins.
Biggest man in the building. Cover on Mason and a kick out at 2. It's what we've seen from the Pillars of Pain. They want to keep Thaddeus Takeover Collins out of that ring as much as possible. They want Zamir Dixon in the ring, but Zamir Dixon is no slouch, but he just got dropped. Nobody home, and Travis Mason now finding a moment to maybe make it back to his partner.
Pillars of Pain celebrating there over in their corner. Happy to just watch what's going on here. These other two teams laying into each other.
Mason, that elbow off the ropes, cover on Zamir Dixon, kick out at 1. If you're the Pillars of Pain, you may as well take a seat.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they don't want to be embarrassed. At some point, they're going to have to find a way to insert themselves into this matchup, but they are more than happy to bide their time and wait for the perfect opportunity to do so. Look at this basement clothesline here from LaFleur. Dixon just gets the shoulder up.
We talked about how the Pillars of Pain don't want to be on the losing end of this thing, but wait. As soon as I say that, drop kick there from LaFleur, but he doesn't realize Dixon's no longer the legal man.
How smart was that from Mason Mosley?
Ready to sort of take things over. The Pillars of Pain just want to jump in when they have the upper hand, when they have almost a numbers game. But now, in the corner he doesn't want to be in.
Yeah, the Lone Wolves quickly turning things back around on the Pillars of Pain, and this tandem offense.
That side slam with the elbow drop combo. And Travis Mason now getting back into the ring, trying to bring his focus on Mason Mosley. Whipped across by Mosley. Ducked under the clothesline. Here comes Mason. Ducks under again.
Misdirection. Gets that reverse atomic drop. Now back into the corner, doing absolutely everything they can to keep the Pillars of Pain away from their corner.
Well, listen, Mason Mosley and Leo Valentino were more than happy to watch this thing. They saw an opportunity to get the upper hand over the Lone Wolves, and it didn't go their way. And now I fear Mason Mosley looks like he might be in the hot seat, Landon.
I think you're exactly right. Laying into it are the Lone Wolves. We've seen this from them here in recent weeks. These frequent tags from the Lone Wolves, disorienting your opponent, and here they come again. And this is such an interesting challenge here in a triple threat tag team match. Typically, you can try and cut that ring in half and keep your opponent over on your side, but now you almost have to cut it into a third.
Absolutely.
Or a quadrant, you could say.
Right. Absolutely no room here in this triple threat. Here we go, cover. Kick out, or actually broken up there by Leo Valentino, and now the brawl has started, Landon. All three teams.
This thing's breaking down. And Pillars of Pain going to take a second to re-strategize here on the outside.
We'll be back with more of this tag team action after this.
Are you searching for something fun? Look into the Subaru Crosstrek. Consumer Reports named the Crosstrek the 2026 top subcompact SUV. And Subaru is Consumer Reports' best overall automotive brand for the second year in a row. This is the one. Consumer Reports' top subcompact SUV, the Subaru Crosstrek and Crosstrek Hybrid.
At Blue Chew, we believe healthcare shouldn't be a hassle. That's why we make it easy to connect with licensed medical professionals online and have your prescriptions delivered straight to your door. Combining sildenafil and tadalafil for the body with a formulation targeting the mind. Both chewable and sublingual for fast-acting results. It's all online at bluechew.com.
Colonel knew folks hated Mondays, so he made sure Tuesdays were finger-licking good with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal. KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Our official was able to get things under control back here during the break. Mosley and Travis Mason are the legal men in this triple threat tag team matchup. All eyes are on Synergy tonight, but all eyes are also looking ahead to DCW Goes Old School on pay-per-view on September 4th. And these teams are looking to punch their ticket to Old School.
These hard shots from Travis Mason. Got him up. Suplex. Hooks the leg here. 2 count. Pillars of Pain staying alive in this triple threat match, but once again, the Lone Wolves. Here comes LaFleur crashing into the corner, and look at this quick, lightning quick side slam. LaFleur hooks the leg, could have him here, and gets the shoulder up.
Mason Mosley has been in there a long time, Landon.
Yeah, I mean, showing that survivability that we've seen from Pillars of Pain. And look at this interesting strategy here from LaFleur. And oh, man.
I think you mentioned it at the jump, Landon. These two teams have a common enemy in the Pillars of Pain, and maybe they're comfortable with taking turns, kind of laying it in on the DCW Tag Team Champions.
Listen, those post-match beatdowns from the Pillars of Pain have changed the complexion of the entire division, and now they're facing the consequences. These two teams have experienced firsthand what the Pillars are willing to do, and they want to give every second of that back at them.
The leg drop works that time, but a kick out at 2 from Mason Mosley. And now, returning the favors, Amir Dixon tagging in Lash LaFleur, and Leo Valentino getting more and more irritated on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is at all what the Pillars of Pain drew up. Wait a minute. How smart was that going low? Taking out Travis Mason there. And, Valentino.
Uses the knee. And that's the experience factor of the Pillars of Pain. Love it or hate it, it's like they think with the same brain. Here comes Mosley, big clothesline, and Valentino finally makes his way into this matchup.
One fluid motion, hit that tag at the same time the clothesline happened.
Hooks the leg on LaFleur. Pillars of Pain looking for a statement win, but a kick out at 2 from LaFleur.
Yeah, Pillars of Pain obviously would love nothing more than to dominate the rest of the time. You see they're trying to play the isolation game right here. It's what we've come to expect from the Pillars of Pain. Once they smell any whiff of vulnerability, this is what it looks like.
You could tell our DCW faithful here trying to will LaFleur back into this matchup, but he is in the quadrant of the ring he doesn't want to be in, Landon.
Absolute worst spot he could be. Look at this, another tag.
Up. Ooh, hits him with the kitchen sink, followed up with that penalty kick from Mosley.
Just
nearly gets the job done.
Absolutely no time to react. Lash LaFleur's got no chance. If Pillars of Pain can keep the pace like this, they might be looking straight for a victory in this triple threat tag team match.
What happens if the Pillars of Pain get the job done and get the win tonight? Do they have the night off at Old School in just a couple of nights?
I mean, you know, how do you argue with them? They're controlling the tag team division right now, Spencer.
That drop toe hold followed by the elbow drop covered by Valentino, but a kick out at 2. Lash LaFleur has got to make it to anyone, whether it's Travis Mason or someone from Premier Takeover. He's got to get out of that ring.
Going to be easier said than done. Pillars of Pain operating on that championship level that we've seen in the past several months here in Diamond Championship Wrestling. The Diamond standard of tag team wrestling. And no, they don't always use the tactics that our fans love to see, but like it or not, they've got the gold around their waists.
LaFleur does make it back to a vertical base. Got a couple elbows in there, but Valentino immediately a clubbing blow and back in full control of LaFleur.
Flair could be in trouble here.
Mosley in as the legal man, double suplex. And the cover by Mosley, but a kick out at 2. Wait, he rolls it around. Shoulders are down for Mosley now. Nice work from LaFleur to catch Mosley off guard. And now Mosley making him pay for it.
Yeah, I think you said it earlier, Spencer. LaFleur, it doesn't matter which corner it is. He needs to get to somebody.
Travis Mason hopes it's him as he's trying to fire up the DCW fans here to try to get Lash LaFleur back into this thing.
Some signs of life from LaFleur here. The realest one trying to get back into this thing. But look at this.
Yeah, listen, we've seen it now a couple of times from the Pillars of Pain. It's what you said before. Once they are in control, it is really, really difficult to shake loose the grip that the Pillars of Pain have on you. And this thing has been all Leo Valentino and Mason Mosley since coming back from the break, Landon.
It's just this sense of trust that these two have in each other, the chemistry that can only be gained by years of preparation and teamwork.
Oh!
Hard shot to the midsection, taking even more breath out of the lungs of Lash LaFleur.
And you could see LaFleur fading. He was already having a hard time breathing. A shoulder to the midsection does not help, Landon.
May as well be a mile away from the nearest tag.
Trying to work it back to his feet, but again, the second he does that, a new tag. In comes Valentino, and he takes Travis Mason off the apron. And now both men from the middle rope. Wait, LaFleur sits up at the last second, and the Pillars of Pain only found canvas, Landon.
They were trying to go for that double headbutt, and look at this.
The tag into Dixon. Drop kick.
Oh my gosh.
And another.
Look at the height he's getting on these drop kicks. Oh, wow.
And the bridge, the flexibility by Dixon. Oh, and the face buster. Off the knees now, and in comes Collins.
A premier athlete is Dixon, and now Thaddeus.
Valentino maybe saving Mosley's life there. Ooh! The Pillars of Pain take down Thaddeus, and in comes Lash LaFleur, who hits the splash on Collins, and Mosley takes down Travis Mason, and all of a sudden, it's just Valentino and Zamir Dixon in the middle of the ring.
When things break down into chaos, the Pillars of Pain are at their best.
The side effect, and the senton, and the cover from the Pillars of Pain. Here are your winners, the DCW Tag Team Champions, the Pillars of Pain.
And the Symphony of Pain continues to ring in the tag team division here in Diamond Championship Wrestling.
We've got more Synergy right around the corner.
Hey! Oops.
The Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card for life's rewarding moments. Earn 6% cash back in the category of your choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
Halloween isn't a season. It's a lifestyle. And Michael's is the one-stop shop for anyone born to. It has everything you need for hosting, co-hosting, hey, decoring, and costuming. The DIY for we totally killed it. Get your fifth leg off of me. It's my fourth leg.
The following contest is a singles match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Galway, Ireland, it's Liam Collins.
Welcome back to DCW Synergy. And we're kicking things off here with a fight. Liam Cullen recently returned to DCW, and every match now is an opportunity for Cullen to reestablish himself in a locker room that has changed considerably in his absence.
And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, is the firstborn, Wilson Reed.
And here's one of those new faces that Cullen may not have seen. Wilson Reed on the rise, the firstborn here in Diamond Championship Wrestling, coming off an impressive win against Judas Hayes and another great effort against DCW heavyweight champion Andy V10 Hansen. Reed looks to keep this momentum moving forward against Liam Cullen here tonight on Synergy.
Already been a hot night so far tonight. Everybody's got their eyes on going old school in just a couple of nights here in DCW. And so if you're Liam Cullen and Wilson Reed, you want to make sure you get a win and get yourself ready and maybe find yourself a spot at Old School live on pay-per-view. Collar and elbow tie-up to get this thing underway. Speaking of that, Landon, who needs this win more? Liam Cullen, we know, is fairly new in his return back to DCW. Wilson Reed had his first shot at DCW Heavyweight Championship Gold. Who needs this tonight on Synergy more, Landon?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, both of these men would love nothing more than to impress here in the heavyweight division. Wilson Reed looking to get back to that heavyweight championship. But Liam Cullen, a former Diamond Destiny champion here in Diamond Championship Wrestling, would like to get back to championship gold as well. You know, if you ask who needs it more, maybe it is a Cullen who is trying to get back in the W column since returning here on Synergy. But man, that's going to be a tall task. Wilson Reed has looked very impressive here in recent weeks.
Well, and the truth about Wilson Reed is, yes, it was a losing effort against Andy V10 Hansen, but I think he came out of it more confident. He was able to test his mettle, really see where he stood in terms of the very best in DCW. And so I think it was a confidence boost in a lot of ways for Wilson Reed, who feels like it is his birthright to be in that championship picture, by the way.
Of course, the second-generation athlete, Wilson Reed, looking to impress. And
ooh,
oh, man, look at how quickly Cullen able to turn that around with that arm drag. And now staying on the attack here.
Liam Cullen, I think, believes he is the smarter of the two men, Landon. We'll see if that proves to be right or if he drank too many brain cells away at the pub in Ireland.
Yeah, he tells a lot of tall tales.
He does have control of that sort of left arm and shoulder of the firstborn, who's able to make back to his feet, pulling at the hair now of Liam Cullen, and then returning the favor.
Yeah, you can sense that sort of desperation from both of these competitors.
Yeah, these are two men that we've seen time and time again have sort of a loose respect for the rules.
And sometimes that's just fun. You know, you go out there and you try and fight, get the win, however means necessary. Look, this ain't ballet, you know what I mean? Professional wrestling is all about how much damage can I do to my opponent and how much fun can I have while I'm doing it.
How about that? Stomping onto the hands of Wilson Reed. Unique offense from Cullen, but it's paying off.
Listen, maybe Cullen saw that last breath from Wilson Reed. He doesn't want those arms wrapped around him.
Yeah, I think that's very, very possible. Liam Cullen scouted out, watched the tape, surely had to watch that match with Andy V10 Hansen. And so Liam Cullen pretty prepared, it seems, so far in the early going against the firstborn.
Oh, my God. The chop ringing out through the bullet on the bayou. Cullen's calling for one more.
Blocked that time, though, from Reed.
You've been cut off.
Ooh. A chop of his own. In a lot of ways, Landon, we're looking to see who wants it more. Who wants really to be the Diamond standard and show that they are the best to come out of the Diamond mine.
If you ask Wilson Reed, it'll be him every single time.
Oh. Nobody home with the splash. Followed it up. Nice suplex from Cullen there, getting the big Reed up and over. Hooks the leg, cover on Reed, and a kick out at 2.
Man, the amount of power that it must take to suplex a man the size of firstborn Wilson Reed. Highly impressive from Liam Cullen.
Still grabbing at the hair, but follows it up with a headbutt there from Cullen.
Yeah, scrambling the brains, trying to disorient Reed.
Hard-headed as they come, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like the confidence from Cullen just now. Getting back into Diamond Championship Wrestling, but he's coming in here like he owns the damn place. Look at this scoop and a slam from Liam Cullen.
Well, and Wilson Reed, it's going to be interesting to see how he responds here. It has been very few and far between watching someone slam Wilson Reed around here, but Cullen going to the top rope, but caught by Wilson Reed, maybe just in the nick of time.
Yeah, Cullen very comfortable up there. We've seen it before, but Reed turns things around. Now Cullen could be in trouble. Reed closing in on the attack.
Another forearm, taking down the Irishman there. But Wilson Reed now. Here we go. Oh!
Hits him with rebirth. And he wants him up.
Wilson Reed wants more of Liam Cullen, who's looking shaky-legged, but nobody home again. He went for the splash. It didn't work for the second time. And now Cullen has Wilson Reed, but rolled up by Reed. And he's got his feet on the ropes, ref. And he picks up the win. Here is your winner, the firstborn, Wilson Reed.
We've got more action coming at you next.
Well, I could feel the pull, everyone all around. When we're together,
This is Zach. He's a social media influencer. There's a lot young homeowners don't understand about the internet.
People just watch you watching videos?
Yeah, it's a reaction video.
Oh.
You must be good at reacting to videos.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Oh, this is me trying on hats.
Oh.
So you sell hats?
No.
So you work for the thrift store?
I was just trying them on, film myself.
Why'd you do that?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
This is just you opening a box of sneakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Synergy. And I just got one question for you. Is you cool? The Groove, Hezzy Bills, back in the house. Of course, it was Bobby Ford that was scheduled to challenge Donald Blake here tonight for the DCW Diamond Destiny Championship. But after being injured at the hands of Crusher Cottrell, that match could no longer happen. And here we have it, stepping into that vacancy, fellow Memphis native, the coolest man in Diamond Championship Wrestling, The Groove, Hezzy Bills. And Bills has looked highly impressive in his last several performances here on Synergy, including last week when he took on Donald Blake for the Diamond Destiny Championship. We're set for the rematch here tonight. Here comes the champion. Everything changed for Donald Blake, but one thing. He's still defending his Diamond Destiny Championship. Donald Blake prepared for Bobby Ford. Instead, he gets Hezzy Bills. But that's what's so dangerous about Blake, because it almost doesn't matter who his opponent is. The game stays the same. Hit hard, hit fast, and defend the championship.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Diamond Destiny Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from West Memphis, Arkansas. He is the Groove, Hezzy Bills. And his opponent, from McAllen, Texas, he is the DCW Diamond Destiny Champion, built different, Donald Blake.
And here we go. You listen to the reaction from the fans here in the Bullet on the Bayou. These two saw that match here at the Bullet. I mean, just an incredible championship match between these two. We're going to see the rematch right here. And listen, Hezzy Bills I'm just seconds away from becoming the Diamond Destiny champion. And opportunities like this don't always come around. Can lightning strike twice for Donald Blake, or could Hezzy Bills perhaps walk out with the championship here tonight?
Nice shoulder tackle there from Blake, the Diamond Destiny champion. But Landon, I don't know if you could sense it. I could feel it in the ring. Hezzy Bills, very confident coming into this rematch. He knows he was close in his last outing against Donald Blake, and he thinks he can get the job done tonight.
He's cool.
Wait. Blake was looking to go up and over, and Hezzy Bills has been ready for everything Donald Blake has thrown at him early on in this thing.
One step ahead is Bills. Highly impressive here in the early stages. And Donald Blake needs a second to regroup on the outside.
Landon, how impressive has Bills been in recent weeks on Synergy, not just against Donald Blake?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Just a couple of weeks ago, he was in there against Azazel.
That will stop you in your tracks, though, Landon. Donald Blake could sense that he was on the outside looking in, so he drags Bills to the outside, drops him over the barricade, and now the champion in control of the challenger.
Yeah, I mean, there's that experience factor for Donald Blake. Forget whoever it was that you prepared to fight tonight. Solve the problem that's standing right in front of you. Look at this forearm.
It's a multifaceted offensive attack from Donald Blake. I think that's what's been so impressive about Blake here as Diamond Destiny champion. You really can't prepare for all the different types of offense he's going to bring at you. With that quick draw, with that Texas hammer. Kind of a little bit of everything, Landon.
Look, he loves to go in there and make matches physical, but he's also scary quick. It seems like nobody who steps up to the plate to challenge Donald Blake can quite get the upper hand at the end of the day. It's that unpredictability factor and how quickly he can turn things around.
Including, Landon, using that top rope to his advantage.
That's exactly right. He's not afraid to use every inch of this building to his advantage if it means he's going to walk out of this building with the Diamond Destiny Championship.
Oh, now just mocking the Groove there. Oh, and dropping that leg with a DDT on that right knee. Hard to groove when you can't walk, Landon.
And this is another strategy we've seen from Blake here in the past. He loves to get inside his opponent's head, try and force them to make a mistake. If he can keep his emotions under control and protect that championship tonight, another highly impressive win will be in his column. But look at this right hand. Hezzy creates that separation, gets up and over. Look at that leg drop. Donald Blake could be in trouble now.
Very smart for Bills after landing on the apron. avoiding that big knee. And here we go, off the top, double axe handle, but Blake ready for it and catches Bills in the midsection.
Seemingly ready for anything Bills can throw his way, and look at this gut wrench coming up.
I think that's what's so interesting about this matchup cover on Bills is that you can tell these two guys both learned a lot from each other in their last matchup, and they're adapting in that ring right now in front of our eyes.
No doubt. I mean, Hezzy it appears that this time, more so than last time, is embracing that unpredictability. He's not trying to out-muscle Blake like we saw last time, right? He's just creating these moments where he's these bursts of energy. But Blake has been able to keep up with Hezzy up to this point. Hezzy now spills Blake over to the outside.
Yeah, finally was able to get some separation. And the clothesline sends him over. I don't know if it's smart going after Blake on the outside. And yeah, there we go. Run straight into a forearm. Oh, and throws Hezzy Bill's shoulder first into the ring post.
Donald Blake, I think, is more comfortable outside the ring than inside the ring.
That has proven to be true, has used the barricade, has used the ring post, and it's really been the difference maker in this matchup. Whipping Bills across now. Ducks under, though. All the way around we go. Hurricanrana sending the Diamond Destiny champion to the outside again. Will Bills follow? He's 0 for 2 going out there with Donald Blake.
Now instead of
oh, and a chair!
Oh my God, what the hell?
What's he doing? Getting himself disqualified.
And you heard that shot ringing out through the bullet on the bayou. I mean, it's the man's skull. Donald Blake asking for a microphone.
I am sick and tired of the opportunities that DCW management is giving Memphis. Shot after shot at Donald Blake and his Diamond Destiny Championship. Well, no more. I want the best Memphis has to offer. I want live wire Bobby Ford. One-on-one, no disqualification. And you know what? When DCW goes old school, you're going to find out what makes Donald Blake built different.
Donald Blake lays out the challenge for September 4th at DCW Goes Old School. Are we going to see Bobby Ford versus Donald Blake? No disqualification. We've got heavyweight championship action in our main event next on Synergy.
Better than a great snack? A century's worth of them. Sounds nuts, but it's not. It's nuts.com. Our family's been snacking for 100 years. Scouring the globe for the juiciest fruit and greatest organic goodies. Chocolatizing everything from espresso beans to Swedish gummy bears. And crafting custom gifts they'll love to the last bite. So go nuts. You've got a century of snacks to try. Get 20% off and free shipping at nuts.com today.
T-Mobile introduces nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out with a new phone.
Well, isn't that something?
No, it's nothing.
Exactly.
What do we know about nothing?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You gotta give me something.
We are. It's nothing.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
They get it. It's nothing.
Okay, what stood out to you most about this ad?
Nothing.
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 Get a new phone. No taxes, no fees, no money down. Nothing. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
Hello. Look at me. Go. Now look at these football men signing on to become Old Spice men. What now, coach? Training montage. Scrub!
I am horse.
You can't play in the NFL, but you can smell like it.
Welcome back to Synergy. We are set for main event action for the DCW Heavyweight Championship. And here comes Tyler LeMasters. And tonight there is no bigger opportunity for Tyler. Talk about it, the DCW Heavyweight Championship. And it's moments like this where you can flip the script for yourself. It only takes one performance in a big match moment to change the trajectory of your career. But what a test for the young Tyler LeMasters. Coming into the main event of Synergy for the first time against a man who is certainly no stranger to the main event. But will the champion be 100% focused with the threat of the Alabama heavyweight champion Crusher Cottrell constantly in the back of his mind? Normally when we talk about V10 Hansen, we talk about horsepower. Tonight, I'm not sure what's driving Andy Hansen is horsepower. Based on what we've seen from V10 as of late, I think it's anger. For Hansen, this is his move simply beyond just wanting his championship back. This is personal. But right now, he's got to do business. He's defending that DCW Heavyweight Championship in the middle of that ring. Can V10 control the very emotion that fueled him to become the DCW Heavyweight Champion? Let's send it to Spencer Hunt for the official introduction.
The following contest is the main event of the evening. And it is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the DCW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Memphis, Tennessee, by way of Martin, Illinois. Here's Tyler LeMasters. And his opponent from Talladega, Alabama. Here's the DCW Heavyweight Champion, Andy V10 Hansen.
Andy V10 Hansen, always fired up and ready for a good time. Let me tell you something. Tyler LeMasters looks a bit fired up himself here to be in the main event here on Synergy. You talk about golden opportunities. And we're underway here in our main event, and really that's what Andy Hansen is all about. He wants to go out there and present opportunities like this to men like Tyler LeMasters. Collar and elbow tie up here. The champion sending LeMasters to the corner.
It seems to me like a complete sort of opposite in philosophies.
Sure.
Between Andy Hansen and Crusher Cottrell, right? Andy Hansen is here to battle anyone that he thinks has earned a shot at that DCW Heavyweight Championship. And you know how tonight kicked off. Crusher Cottrell put up his Alabama Heavyweight Championship against Judas Hayes. No disrespect to Judas Hayes, of course, but not the biggest, baddest man in the locker room like Crusher Cottrell said he would be.
Yeah, Crusher Cottrell trying to make you believe that he has respect, that he is going to defend against the best of the best. And Andy Hansen is the one out here actually providing opportunities and wanting to showcase his ability as heavyweight champion.
Well, and we saw earlier tonight, Andy Hansen, Crusher Cottrell, right? One-on-one earlier in the ring, could not be separated, took the whole locker room out to try to break up that brawl. So these guys can barely be in the same room together. But Andy Hansen very much focused on the competitor at hand in Tyler LeMasters right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have to imagine it's always going to be a little bit in the back of his mind. I mean, ever since he lost that Alabama heavyweight championship to Crusher Cottrell, Andy Hansen hasn't even been able to sleep properly, hasn't been able to enjoy spending time with his own family. But right now, he's got to focus in on defending the DCW heavyweight championship.
Shoulders are down there. Tyler LeMaster shifting the weight of the champion, but Hansen gets right back in control. LeMaster's trying to make his way back to his feet. Andy Hansen still has that side headlock, takes him down again. And listen to this crowd here at the Bullet on the Bayou. I think every single member of our DCW fans are chanting for Andy V10 Hansen.
That's just the kind of champion that Andy Hansen is. Every season, he fights for every single person who buys a ticket and watches here on YouTube.
LeMasters does get back to his feet. A couple of left hands there, trying to break free of this side headlock. Finally is able to do so. Going for a hip toss, not there. Andy Hansen puts LeMasters back on the mat. And LeMasters needs to regroup if he has any chance of getting back into this thing. We do want to thank the sponsors of DCW here who help main events like this happen. That's the Stables Bar, Big Bad Breakfast, AOTCS, and 97.5 WABD. LeMasters does get back onto the apron, breaks the count before a count of 10, and runs right back into another arm drag from the champion.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hand it to LeMasters. He tried to pull out a trick in his bag of tricks, to try and surprise Andy V10 Hansen. Of course, Hansen was ready for him.
LeMasters trying to back Hansen up into the turnbuckle, and he's using the hair now and is able to do so.
Yeah, I mean, he was using that leverage to back Hansen up a couple of the pits, but look at this, the power from Andy V10 Hansen. I mean, we've seen this from Hansen time and time again over the years here in Diamond Championship Wrestling. People come in, they assume they prepared enough, they think that they're ready for a shot, and Andy Hansen just humbles you in there.
Well, and it's so interesting, again, the opposite of what we saw in our opening contest tonight. Crusher Cottrell could not be worried less about Judas Hayes, right? Now, of course, Andy Hansen was standing there ringside, but Hansen looks as focused as ever right now against LeMasters.
It's the respect he has for the fans here and for the DCW Heavyweight Championship. He almost defended the title right there.
Andy Hansen, so far so good against LeMasters here, but you have to know Crusher Cottrell in the back of his mind, maybe more forward-facing even than that, Landon.
You have to imagine, I think you're exactly right, Crusher Cottrell is going to be watching this one.
The power game from Hansen has him up, but LeMasters, now goes low, and the chop block takes the champion down.
Man, you see the pain etched on the face of the champion. And now, may as well paint a big old target on the left knee. Can barely stand on it with Tyler just laying in. And look at this, using the ropes now.
Well, and it's the first moment we've seen Tyler LeMasters really have any control over the champion.
And instead of lasering in and keeping the offense on, he mouths off to the fans a little bit.
That's been his MO kind of the whole time. But Andy Hansen, so much of his offense is power-based. He has a much harder time pulling off that power when he can barely stand.
No doubt. And Tyler LeMasters, I mean, I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the kind of confidence that this young man is bringing into this main event against the man, the caliber of Andy V10 Hansen, and now continuing to work that left knee. I mean, step one of winning a heavyweight championship is believing you can win a heavyweight championship, and I think at bare minimum, Tyler LeMasters has proved that.
Well, step two has to be keeping your eyes on the champion, and LeMasters has failed at that multiple times, jawing with the DCW faithful. And see the power, but a little bit of hesitation because of that left leg. LeMasters, a drop kick now to that leg. And the champion may be in trouble here in our main event. Kick out at 1. But LeMasters certainly has figured out a strategy that's working for him, Landon.
No doubt. Andy Hansen needs to get this thing back in his, keep things level here. He needs to sort of force LeMasters to play his own game, because right now, if things keep going like this, Andy Hansen could be in trouble.
I understand that Crusher Cottrell is not much of a guy that smiles, but I can almost feel it. From wherever he is, you have to know he's enjoying watching this right now. Ooh! A face buster, bouncing LeMasters off of the knee, but what damage did that do to his own knee?
Yeah, to try and deliver that move, he had to press his own knee right into the mat.
And LeMasters, because of the delay to get over to his opponent, LeMasters is able to drop Hansen onto that middle turnbuckle. LeMasters maybe lasting longer in this thing than some might have expected.
You know, just another thing Andy Hansen's fighting for here. You know how much he values representing the state of Alabama, and Tyler LeMasters coming in here, an out-of-state competitor. And you have to, you know, with everything going on, with losing the Alabama Heavyweight Championship, look at this, tried to go for that demolition slam, could not maintain his base.
Here's the truth. Andy Hansen wants to go title for title with Crusher Cottrell. At DCW goes old school. He's got to make it there first. Tyler LeMasters with the figure 4, trying to take the DCW Heavyweight Championship from Andy V10 Hansen. Hansen writhing in pain, needing to find that rope to break the hold. It has been a well-executed game plan from LeMasters.
No doubt about it. Could LeMasters be circling in on his first championship gold here in Diamond Championship Wrestling? He thinks he's got it.
Our DCW fans seem less convinced. As
Andy Hansen.
He doesn't need to find the bottom rope. He's going to fight his way through it and gets back to his feet.
Oh, he's fired up. Now he's trying to get feeling back in that leg. Got that strong base. Did not spend too long on that leg, but able to still deliver that hard side slam. Very smart from V10.
Way to adapt, and that's how a champion handles adversity, Landon.
Look at this.
Gets his way to the top rope. Impressive. Hansen from the top now. Oh! Takes down LeMasters to retain the title. He got it.
Here is your winner, and still the DCW Heavyweight Champion, Andy V10 Hansen.
Able to fight through the pain, thinking every second along the way he is defending the honor of the state of Alabama, and still the heavyweight champion.
Oh no. It was only a matter of time, Landon. And Crusher Cottrell smells blood in the water, and the brawl is on again.
These two don't want to wait for when DCW goes old school on September 4th.
We need more help out here. Hansen and Cottrell all over each other, and the locker room clears out again. How the hell are we going to get these guys apart, Landon? These two men are going to go title for title September 4th. In just a couple of nights as DCW goes old school live on pay-per-view. Finally, some separation. These guys are going to kill each other on September 4th. Wait!
There is nothing that can keep these two men apart. On September 4th, only one man can be the Alabama heavyweight champion and the DCW heavyweight champion.